Yeah.
Jimmy now. Draft boys. Draft. What's up? That was really loose. I think we say that every week. That was really long. Guys, welcome back.
We're just in the zone, then remembered we had to stop.
I know. I'm just.
What a build-up.
What are we here for?
I think there was like 3 different build-ups simultaneously.
Yeah, I think
I was surprised we didn't hear Miley G in the place to be this week.
Nah, just, one time, one hit wonder.
Okay, all right.
One hit wonder.
I doubt that. All right. Well, before we digress too much, welcome back to Draft Boys, the FPL Draft podcast. As always, joined by Myles, Heato, and myself, Whitey. That's how we doing.
Yeah, I'm good.
Doing all right.
All right.
Yeah,
Jeez, that doesn't sound very convincing.
I'm feeling good. Day on the golf course, a couple of beers in my belly. What else can we get?
Solid week of fantasy for you, mate.
I feel like
Solid
that's you
week.
every pod, not the solid week part, but the golf part. He's like, oh yeah, just had a bit of golf. Couple beers.
I'm out there with JWP, hitting fucking irons.
JWP.
Well, mate,
In
not
the
this
place
week.
to
Not
be.
this week, though.
Nah, he was struggling this week.
Yeah, not his best. That'll be fun to talk
He didn't
about.
get on the course.
Okay, so boys, how'd you do? How are your points this week? I'm going to start with Heato because I don't want to talk
We'll
to
start
you yet.
from the lowest.
Yeah, okay.
As it seems to be most weeks, unfortunately.
I just assumed.
Yeah, my season is tanking.
All right,
so
I'll put my
hard.
feet up. I'll wait to the end.
Bastard. I got 29 this week.
Who saved you? Anyone?
Cavani, basically.
Oh, yeah.
wow.
He
Nearly
went well.
half my points with
Yeah.
11.
He did look good.
He was on fire. And Mount with 6 points, and everyone else was 1 or 2.
Unlucky.
Yep. Pretty average.
That is very unfortunate.
Below average even for you.
It is.
It really is.
It is.
Yeah.
You don't want to see a 2 at the start of your score.
No.
No.
I just like seeing a 2 after Saturday night.
Yes.
If I've got like a solid 20 base after a few games, I'm happy.
Yeah. First run of fixtures, yes.
Well, running into mine, I had a 30 base after the start. I had Dallas. Oh, God. That was
Juicy.
A very exciting
Debbie
start to my-
does Dallas.
Debbie does Dallas. That was a very exciting
Dallas
start
does
to my...
Edison, maybe?
Yeah.
That was a very exciting start to my fantasy week. Although, yeah, I saw the result before I saw the, who scored the goals.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, fuck.
Bamford,
clean.
you just
Yeah,
thought,
I was
yeah.
waiting for it. And then like Dallas, like, what?
Double for Dallas.
Anyway, I could talk about it all day, but he was really my only point getter this week. I got solid points from Dunk and Watkins, 8 points from Dunk, and 8 points from Watkins with that goal and some bonus.
Mm.
But I had a lot of injuries. I had Harrison ineligible to play. Minamino is stupidly still in my squad. He's getting
that's
the
crazy.
fuck out now.
I thought you would have picked up Pereira or Bowen this week for him.
I'm not going to lie. I've missed the deadline 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. I missed that.
I did notice a lack of your initials coming through in the waiver.
Yeah. And I've been busy. It's been a busy time. But
It has.
I've got a bit more time now, so that's good. Anyway, so yeah, a bit quiet. But I've got fucking 4 zeros on my bench and and another, I think Antonio was injured as well. It was a pretty brutal week.
It's great.
Because I had Silver on a red card, Harrison ineligible.
All right, mate.
ineligible.
We don't want to hear every play.
It was tough. All right, yeah, moving on.
Leave it to the good stuff. All right, so your boy Miley G
This is
came
bullshit.
through with 65 points, which when you're playing the draft format with a 6 in front of your score, it's very, very good.
Fuck's sake.
I had a pretty solid defense, Sice clean sheet, Digne, Cleany, and my boy or Hato's boy, Alexander Arnold, came through with a big haul of 11 points.
Fucking hell. That's like back-to-back weeks, isn't it?
Yep, pretty good. We were talking about him a few weeks ago and he was starting to play a bit, and I just think him being left out of the England squad, big fuck you to Gareth Southgate.
And he was
Got him
there for this game
firing.
too.
Has he?
Yeah, I know.
Gareth was in the crowd.
Yeah. Watch Gareth.
Can he please come to every Liverpool
Yeah,
game from now on?
Please. I'm fucking tweeting it. And then, I had a pretty good, midfield, Pereira and Son. I actually picked up Bowen this week and left him on the bench stupidly.
Yeah.
But, when you have a stacked midfield like mine, you've just got to pick. It's tough.
I think the
What
one that
could have
kills
been?
me is Iheanacho. Like,
And then-
you look at that fucking West Ham result, you're like, they're cruising 3-0, and then they fucking get two back. I'm like, you motherfucker.
And the goals
then
were
Pereira
just
as well.
random as well. We'll dive into it, but
We will, yeah.
really, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the solid 65.
Well, very nice from you. I'm so happy for you. I was feeling really good after I woke up with 30 points or something
Yeah,
after the first couple games.
Devo.
I'm like, oh man, we had similar amount of players to play. I was like, oh yeah, I got you this week.
But a different quality of player to play.
Okay, all right.
You know.
Well, okay.
My
And now
quality is just really...
Got about 20
We're gonna
points on
fucking
him
move on here.
Yeah.
to pull away.
We got to move on because I'm fucking starving.
All right, let's get into it.
And our favorite segment, Snack Chat.
Snack a chat.
Miles, you're on Snack Chat this week.
That's me.
You
Yeah.
excited?
Pretty good. It was a bit last minute, but I'm quite happy with how it's kind of come about.
I'm excited.
So I'll do a big reveal. I know that there's this big plastic thing hiding it. So this is what I've brought for you boys.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God. This is such a cop out. You've just ruined so many snacks.
So what I've done is they're kind of like kids packets of all assortment chips. How do you
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
describe
pretty
it?
much, yeah, that's good.
So we've got like French fries, we got Doritos, we've got Whitey's Cheezels in there.
what have we got?
Light and tangy, original,
Honey
and
soy
they're just all little kind of
chicken.
kids packets.
We call those the
Light and
Trumps, the
tangy.
Cheezels. They're the Trumps.
The Trumps. Oh yeah,
Trumps.
That's right. Little
Okay,
orange
look,
man,
I love the selection. Give me some of those plain chips. I'm a plain chips guy.
plain Jane.
Yeah.
And
I'm a CC.
What do we got on the drink?
for the drinks, I haven't tried this, but it's Mercury hard cider, and I got the crushed
Ooh.
raspberry variety.
Crush. Did you crush them yourself?
Yeah,
Bringing in the cider.
yeah. This is
Oh, Jesus. I just saw the
Obviously
standard drinks
for
on
you.
that boy.
Nice
like
matte black can.
2.4 standard drinks.
2.4 standard drinks.
Is-
very strong.
is that a lot?
Jesus. Yes.
Yeah,
Your normal
fuck
beer
yeah,
is like
that's strong.
1.2.
This is stronger
So it's
than
double.
the fucking double JD's Heato brought last week.
really.
Yeah.
This is 8.2%.
Cheers, lads. I do.
Cheers.
Fuck,
I
they're
do
definitely
really
hard.
love this black can though.
Yeah,
It's
matte
very
black.
cool.
It's awesome. I haven't tried them, so let's see how they go. How you guys feeling?
Oh, wow.
They're in my hitting zone.
Yeah?
I like it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really good.
My score this week's going to be harsh, but fair.
Why harsh? You just said that they're in your zone.
I'm talking about the drink, mate. The snack.
Oh,
Mate, I'm not happy about this. Look, because you ruled out so many snacks, you're covering too many bases here.
Mm.
I feel like it's a cop out, so I'm going to score accordingly.
Score him whole.
Can I just
I'm
say
gonna-
one
no,
thing before you
I'm-
do it? No.
you can't.
No.
4.1 for the
Fuck
snack.
off. Nah.
Now,
You better
Moving
give
on
me
to
an
the
11
drink.
because that's unfair.
moving it onto the drink.
He's
7.1. 7.1.
You're,
It's good.
You're a dickhead.
Okay, I'm going to start with the drink. I'm going to give you a 9.
Oh, I love that.
I think
That's
it's,
well in Heato's range, this drink.
it's a very unique cider taste. It almost is like you're drinking just kind of one of those sweet, fancy.
Smirnoff Ice.
like
Smirnoff,
raspberry-
what do we have? What were they called?
Cruises?
Cruisers.
No, but it's kind of like a thick texture. It's not like the lighter cider.
Mm.
The analysis here
Yeah,
is fucking
So much.
on
I'm getting
point.
deep this
You're
week.
frothing.
Getting deep. It's good. It blew my fucking taste buds. I love it.
So that's a 9, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the chip options.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it, but it is just chips. So I'm going to give you like a solid like 6.8.
Okay. See, that's realistic. And what I was going to say is we're getting to the end of the season. I don't think that you've got enough snack chats in you to bring each one of these. So that's why I brought them.
What happens next season? Can't
Wait.
circle the same snacks.
We can repeat next season,
No
please.
way.
We'll run out of fucking things.
Nah.
Do you know how much food
Not
there
on
is
this
in the
pod.
world?
That's why we got to get fucking creative. That's
There's
where
so
it gets
much
interesting.
food.
We're
Wow.
reviewing snacks, mate.
All right. Well, unlucky.
Clearly, Miles doesn't understand the concepts on this podcast, but we could bitch about this all day, or we could talk about some fantasy football.
I'm just going to eat some chips.
You guys excited?
We'll leave that to the food podcast we're about to start. Tune in.
Yeah, tune in. Could be a lot of arguing about chips. All right, game week 32. Now we've got to kick us off. We've got a little double game for Tottenham. Everton. Playing Tottenham up next. Sorry, I was all over the place. And then Tottenham plays Southampton. Everton. Very little to say here, boys. 0-0.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
They looked shit. They are dropping away so hard. It felt like a lifetime ago that they were top of the table.
It looked like they were playing for a draw.
Yeah. I didn't see anything. the only thing I can actually remember was Iwobi. Yeah, having
that
a
was
shot
it.
in 90th min.
Yeah.
And maybe Hammers had like a little bit of a chance, but it wasn't
A slight
amazing.
chance. Yeah.
Poor.
Yeah.
I'd be dropping Everton assets.
But
the way we've
besides
seen.
defensively,
Yes,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Brighton should have put away some chances there. So.
They had plenty. I don't think that was necessarily Everton's defense. I think it was more that lack of finishing
The
that Brighton
finishing.
have had all season.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not interested in any Everton assets right now. Even
No.
DCL, he didn't even start.
He's injured.
Is he injured?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I had a look into that.
Well, I thought it might have been a snub. I was like, ooh.
No, because I had a look at Mitch's team because I was, just seeing where he was at. And yeah, he's got a little bit of I think it was yellow. So just maybe a slight niggle
All right.
on him. Lack of fitness, I might have
Okay.
seen, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to Tottenham. Fuck. Interesting for them. They lost 3-1 to United.
Yeah.
There was a big talking point in this game. Do you guys hear all about that?
The flick on Sonny.
Yeah, the flick on Sonny, and then the chat afterwards from Mourinho and Ole about what did Ole say? He said something. He's like, if my kid did that or something, I wouldn't feed him.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that was
And
so
then Mourinho,
random.
and he just opened himself up so much to a Mourinho comeback, and Mourinho's like, he should not be a father if he's not going to feed his kids. Did you not see this, Mark?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God. Dude, it was so funny.
Well, I think it's also if I remember correctly, I think that incident happened and then very shortly after Tottenham went up the other end and scored. So it wasn't just that they missed out on the Man U goal. It's straight away got kicked in the
They
sack.
were salty as fuck.
Yeah. It was a nice goal from Tottenham.
Mhm.
Can you guys talk me through it? Because I'm just a bit out of the loop this week. What was it like?
Well, it's just kind of a really nice
Counter?
play. It just
was
kind
a
of
counter.
broke away and it looked quite fluid and pretty much similar to the Man U goals, to be honest, as well, which we'll come to. But
But Mora kind of got in on the right side, got ahead of the defense and squared it on the back post to Son. He just finished it well. But it was a nice lead up play.
yeah, they
for the
worked
most
some
part.
space well.
But it was decent. Mora's starting. Mora's in the team. He looks like with their fixtures could be a good shout because I think he got a lot of a run. I think his starts were less consistent when Son was there, but he's obviously Mourinho's liking having both of them, and with Mora actually assisting the Son goal, I'd say maybe you'll get a couple. Keep getting starts.
And Bale's really dropped away from that
For sure.
run. So, yeah, you'd have more confidence in Mora coming in. But
Yeah.
I know Tottenham have been so hit and miss.
So he really worked himself into the team when Son did have that little bit of a niggle. And he's been quite consistent. I think he's only scored once, but I think he's put up about 4 or possibly 5 assists in the last 8 games.
I didn't
So-
want to talk about it too much because
Yeah.
he went straight in my waiver wire
Is this
because I
Mora?
saw someone
More,
dropped him.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's had 3 assists in the last 4 games.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks before that, he's scored back-to-back goals.
He did score 2, did he?
Yeah.
So
He does have form.
he does. And, Tottenham can score goals, even though they do tend to collapse, as of late.
And they've got some good
Newcastle
fixtures.
and-
They've got the double.
But they get goals.
Then
They've
they got
still got
Sheffield.
Kane in the squad.
Yeah, so
They've got
fantasy
Son
wise,
fit. This was Son's first game back. I just think potentially he could get some points
for sure.
as long as it doesn't become the Son and Kane show again. But you can only have a punt. I'm going to predict first this week.
Do it.
Sometimes you just
Put it
gotta
out
step
there.
up for yourself and say, I'm going to predict.
Hey, lay it down.
And I get to predict the double.
Do it.
Okay, Everton, Tottenham. I got to back Tottenham here. I think that they're better than Everton at the moment, even though they're pretty rubbish.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 2-1.
Yep.
If DCL's fit. How long is DCL out for?
I think it's just it didn't seem serious. I didn't look into it. I just was kind of happy he
If
didn't play.
DCL's back, he's not really been in form. 2-1. 2-1 to Tottenham. And then Tottenham versus Southampton. You've got to back Tottenham here. Southampton have been so fucking bad. I'm going to go 3-0 against Southampton.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Double game week, Tottenham players, I'd be thinking about them and they might be available because they've been a bit out of form. So I had a look at their run of fixtures to the end of the season and it's actually not bad. A lot of those green 2s in there.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. So
Yeah.
we're
do
taking
have
a look at Tottenham.
Agree.
Even though they've been a bit out of form, some of the teams they're up against, I would back them to beat them. Okay, moving on. Newcastle versus West Ham.
wow.
Well, I wouldn't have said before that this would be interesting, but the relegation fight for Newcastle is definitely on, and West Ham are just every game is like 5 goals in it.
Yeah.
There's 3 weeks in a row they've had 3-2 as the result. They didn't win them all. I think they won 3-2 last week. They won 3-2 this week, and Man U beat them 3-2 the week before.
Crazy
with that
man.
scoreline.
They are charging.
They're open.
Well, I know what my
free-flowing
prediction would be. Just pick a side. It's 50-50. It'll be 3-2.
But then Newcastle have to score two goals back-to-back weeks, and that's a big ask.
Wilson's
Of
back.
them.
Big Willie Styles back.
Willie,
Yeah, Willie's back,
Yeah.
which is pretty big news.
He came on off the bench.
Yeah, I think you'd be thinking he might get a start in this game.
I think so, yeah.
Usually it's like the come off the bench and the next week start, especially for a player of that much
Yeah.
importance.
Well, the star off the bench for them this week was Alan St. Maximin.
Yeah, he really was. wasn't
Straight
he?
away.
You know what though? You see so much of him in like games and like he kind of gets lost for his skill and talent, but we always talk about him. But he would be an amazing super sub. Don't you think? Like,
Yeah.
come on, he's an impactful player.
People are tired.
People are tired, and
got
he's
that
very
flair.
different. Everyone, they might not have been marking someone of his, ability and flair.
Yeah.
And, he doesn't necessarily manage to do it in the game. But I don't know. He looks like he'd be a great super sub player.
he
And he
ripped
showed
it
it
up,
this
yeah.
week.
Yeah. And what about the cutback that he did to Murphy?
That was a good,
That
good
was
pass
very
back. And the
nice.
finish was nice too from Murphy.
Mm.
Yeah, it was clutch. It was clutch. It was-
Somehow squeezed through and bent into the far side netting.
yeah, it was pretty nice.
He looked good that game though. He was quite involved, Murphy.
Yeah. He's I feel like we've been saying his name a bit, not necessarily been in the fantasy points, but could be a fringe player of interest.
He could be. What are their fixtures like? I'll just get you to look up. Well, I'll just say, what a comeback, though, from Newcastle, because I was watching that game and Burnley looked like all over them in the first.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Like,
Yeah. Oh, they were not involved.
no.
No, they weren't. And yeah, Burnley had looked solid. So it was pretty impressive result. And Burnley are pretty solid defensively. So to get breakdown and get those 2 goals back.
And I know that Newcastle, they did get relegated a few years ago, but they always seem to be around the relegation scrap and get out. Besides that year, but they
Did they get
bounced back.
relegated?
Yeah,
Dude, they go up
just
and
for
down
one
like
year.
a roller coaster.
Oh, right.
no, just 1 year.
I don't
Just
remember.
one year. Yeah.
But they were down not that long before that.
No. Like they were. That's Sunderland, man. That's the other Tyne
It's
side.
just gone down and down and down.
No.
Ah, come
Those
on.
boys.
Let's look it up. Someone look it up. Heato, you're the stat man.
Okay.
Look it
Yeah.
up. How many times have Newcastle been relegated in the last couple of years? Moving on, I just want to say, great save from Dubravka in this game. Kept them in the game.
Yeah, he might keep Darlow out, eh?
Don't know about that.
They've got 2 good keepers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but it was an interesting game, and I think they may get some goals because West Ham have been letting them in.
They have been
I
leaking
mean, they've
him.
looked really good in attack.
Mm.
Why don't we lead on to that? So they won 3-2 against Leicester.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Lings.
Jay Lings.
Fuck me, man. He's on fire.
Man, if he plays a whole season, he's going to have like a Ballon d'Or. I
Yeah.
swear.
Oh, I know. It's insane. I agree.
He could, man.
Mate, I think since he joined West Ham, he's got the highest goals from all the league
In Europe.
in those fixtures.
Yeah.
So,
He's
He's
Like
on
killing
per
fire.
it.
minute.
but even the the first goal he scored wasn't even that great of a goal. Like at first it looked really nice because it laid back to him, and then he kind of looks like he whips it in. But it didn't look like the greatest connection, but it just went in. Like
Yeah.
everything's just on.
It's a man
working
in
for him.
form.
Yeah.
That wasn't
a
the
man in
volley,
form.
was it?
No, it kind of like rolled back to him edge of the box, and he kind of just
Yeah.
like snapped at it, and it
But
somehow
this-
worked itself inside.
Yeah, he kind of hit it on the bounce, right?
Oh,
Is that
that's
the one
right. He
you're talking
kind of
about?
scuffed it. But what about
and
the
it goes
second?
like bottom right? Second was a tap in from a counter, I think.
Oh, well, I actually
Bowen, like,
quite
laid
rated
across
the
to him.
first one then.
Me too, because I don't think he scuffed it as much as you think.
Oh, really?
I think he timed it on the bounce to perfection.
Yeah, the commentator first said that he didn't get the cleanest contact, but when I was rewatching it, it looked like a sweet strike.
Right, that's all I could see too.
To be honest,
Yeah.
it was kind of like it was a difficult shot to take for sure. The
Right.
ball was coming, it was bouncing right at him. Like it wasn't like a high bouncer, it was coming low and kind of
Mm.
fast.
Mm.
And he just made the best of that chance. And
Yeah.
like that's what I think that you got to give him credit. That's the guy in form. Like that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's scoring those chances that like most people wouldn't. Like I swear Morpay had much easier chances in his game and missed them all.
Just so much confidence.
Yeah.
So confidence is just huge. And as we've said before, like that Gundogan run.
Yeah.
Jay Lings is in a similar situation right now. And I mean,
it's insane.
he's definitely gone. So we should move on from him. But well done, Jay Lings.
Yeah.
Well, that actually leads me into talking to the Antonio owner in the house. How long's this injury?
Who dat?
Because
Who dat?
if he's out for a while, Bowen.
Dude, it's fucking annoying because every time Antonio gets injured, it's not like unknown return date or back on the 19th. It's 25% chance of playing. Like that's been the whole season. Every time I look at him, it's like 25%. Oh, well, you obviously hang on to 25% Antonio. But then like, what are they doing? Do they not know? I don't know.
It might be time to drop.
You reckon? He's been scoring me goals.
Has he?
Yeah.
And Bowen has one good week and you want me to drop?
He's actually had a little bit of form. That's why your boy picked him up. And I'm just thinking, if he's out for like, say 3 weeks, what's the point holding on to him?
And Tony hasn't... he got 2 assists 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Scored 3 weeks before that.
But it's such an informed West Ham attack. I don't know.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
I see what you're saying too, though, about...
It does depend on how long he's out for.
Yeah.
And, as we said, like I think...
You've got to wait and see, and then if it starts becoming 3 to 4 weeks, you then...
And we've said it before, Google it. Don't just go off the fantasy site.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
you got to look into it.
What happened the other week? You said, it was like Bamford or something?
No, it was Pulisic. I actually sorry guys, I said that Pulisic might have had a bit of a niggle. I just got this One Football app, and it had a little update kind of popped up. I didn't read into it, but you know what, next minute he just scores in the Champions League and then, just has a cracker of a game. We'll get into that. But I do want to get back to Bowen because he scored 3 weeks in a row and he's got to be on people's radar if he's not already taken in draft in your leagues.
I'd agree for sure.
And while Antonio's out, because that's kind of the person they do play up top instead of Antonio.
Which is so strange, but yep.
It is strange. It works. The little false, I feel like it's like a double false 9 with Jay Lings and Bowen.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. But yeah, he's in the points again. Hard to deny it. For me, other highlights in this game was like it was not an offside goal from Diop. Very close.
Their defending was pretty piss poor as well for the 2 Leicester goals.
Yeah, it was average, and I think we know that because they've been conceding a lot of goals, which is, it's been a bit of the nature of it lately. But yeah, so who wants to predict this one?
Give it to Heato.
I think it will be 4-1 to West Ham.
Yeah. Really
I think if Wilson's back, he might potentially nick something.
Who's hot property in this game?
Well, obviously, Jay Lings. Bowen looks really spice. I quite like Diop as well. He had the nice ball long through to Bowen, who got the assist to the Jay Lings pass. And he also had that offside header ruled out, which was like so fractional. He looks quite good.
And I like Masuaku too.
Masuaku is,
He's been involved the last couple of games and he puts in good balls.
Before we move on to the next game, would you guys give me shit if I had a pack of Cheezels right now?
Fuck yeah. You rated them so poorly.
Whitey definitely will.
I'm just joking. I would never eat that shit.
Come on, mate.
Talking about
Have a pack
shit,
of Trumps.
let's move on to the next fixture.
Oh my God. Well done. Good segue. Wolves versus Sheffield. Wolves beat Fulham 1-0. Sheffield got smashed again.
Yeah.
No surprise there. We'll spend a little bit of time on Wolves. Traore.
I know. Well,
Just after my conversation last week, remember?
yeah, definitely. Well, I found it funny because I was watching it back, and I think earlier I can't remember if it was first or second half, but he had probably one of the worst shots of the season I've ever seen. Takes a shot and nearly goes out for a corner.
Oh my god!
It was like a 45-degree angle shot away from the goal.
It was
It was so
You're going to
trash.
start a worst shot of the season.
Probably.
Was
I
it
think
like
I
a
need to.
whitey slice on the golf course?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck
It was real
Fucking
bad.
shots fired.
It's real bad. It needed some trees to kick it back out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Standard.
And then he goes on and scores an absolute, smacks the ball in for that goal. And that pass, oh my God. The pass through
It was
so
very nice. And I just thought,
I love that defender splitting pass.
it was such an impressive goal, though. It's his first goal of the season.
Yeah. Too much
goal of the season.
Too much baby oil.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Too
Way
much time
too
in the
much.
gym, not enough time finishing. That sounded weird. Okay, we're going to
Baby oil,
move.
finishing.
Yeah.
It's all silent over here.
Sheffield, well, Sheffield.
Move on.
If only we could just play the sound of crickets.
Yeah. Or the Coles theme song.
Yeah, the Colden. What
about
Cole's
that?
theme song?
Down,
Prices are
down,
going-
prices are down.
Okay.
Never change it to
Down, down.
Sheffield.
That was weak. All right, now we get to talk about the other side of that Sheffield fixture. Arsenal versus Fulham coming up. Arsenal 3-0 against Sheffield.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Scored a few goals in this fixture, didn't they?
Some nice goals too.
Some decent ones.
Bit of tiki taka.
Yeah, a little bit of classic Arsenal, a bit of Wenger play there.
Yeah.
Sorry, say that
100%.
last name again.
Wenger,
Who's that?
Arsen.
Oh, okay. Just wondering who Wenger is.
Well, what do you say?
Wenger.
Wenger.
Oh.
Is it good?
Please. Okay,
Wenger.
please.
Wenger, man.
Wenger.
Wenger. Carry on.
Talk us through the Lacazette double heat.
Oh, mate, where to start? It was spicy.
Yeah.
I love it was the first goal, obviously tiki taka. We just said really nice team goal, classic kind of passing it around, work some space nicely for himself to finish it away.
Mm.
It was really clean, to be honest. And yeah, no, not for his second one. It was a lovely ball in from Partey, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't quite
It
tell.
was.
And it was so nice. Yeah, finished perfectly just to bury
Yeah.
Sheffield right at the end. Obviously, against Sheffield, it's piss easy, but
He's been
Anyone
their best
can-
player
anyone
this
can
season,
score.
eh?
yeah, but Aubameyang's really dropped away from when he had that little resurgence.
I mean, who would have ever expected that at the start of the season?
He was hot property.
It really
Yeah,
was.
draft.
Yeah.
I thought Pepe looked quite lively this game. He caused the save that deflected out for Martinelli to finish off.
Mm.
But yeah, he looked quite good and quite lively that game.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Pepe was nice. Yeah, he did really contribute. But not really much else to talk about in terms of Arsenal.
Just the clean sheet. Yeah.
I guess, clean sheet's pretty good.
But they're playing Sheffield, so
no, they're playing Fulham.
no. But they did.
Oh, they
play,
did play Sheffield. I'm with you.
Yeah.
So Fulham may get more trouble than Sheffield did because they've been a bit more competitive lately. But I'm not really sure. Who's the standouts for you here for Arsenal? Laka.
Yeah, Laka.
I've been hearing Martinelli's name a lot.
A little bit. He doesn't play all the time though, so that's what I'm a bit worried about.
Yeah, I wouldn't be jumping on him straight away.
But maybe Pepe a shout because he could be available in a lot of leagues because
Yeah.
he's been so inconsistent.
Yeah,
I remember I drafted him. What a fucking idiot I was.
Idiot.
Still at the top.
It's unlucky.
Damn it.
But yeah, Ceballos got a few good points this week too with an assist, and
I'm surprised that he doesn't get more game time because I really rate him as a football player.
I like him too.
Yeah.
In terms of Fulham boys,
Yeah.
I didn't see too much this week from them.
they've really dropped off my Fulham boys, eh?
Ruby with a header wide. It was
Yeah.
a good chance, but yeah, they're just dropping away a little bit. They're kind of not as strong as they were a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, they're kind of pulling a bit of a Tim at the moment, aren't they? our resident Sacco in our league.
Oh my God. Why does he have to lose again? Tim, if you can hear me now,
Do something.
do something.
Pick up Lucas Moura. That's what you should do.
No, I don't want him to. No,
Think
don't,
about
because
that.
then I'll become Sacco.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. None of you. Anyways, close enough. All right. Okay. So I think we should just predict this one.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's you, Myles.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it, and I actually back Arsenal in this. Funnily enough, I'm gonna go 2-0.
Yeah,
Fulham's been
I think they
a
can
bit
keep
flat.
Fulham out.
Yeah, me too.
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think Laka's going to be consistent. He has been. So yeah, give him the credit.
Yep.
Next game, Man U versus Burnley.
Bit of an interesting fixture.
I know. I thought Burnley were having a little bit of a resurgence, but they've just not been able to nick any wins.
Well, after watching
they're
the
kinda
first
struggling.
half
Yeah.
against Newcastle, I thought, oh, this is like the Burnley that, are going to push forward and get out of relegation fine and have no problems. But they really collapsed in that second half. We'll talk about that after. Man U 3-1 beat Tottenham. What do you guys think?
They look pretty solid.
Smashed it. I was happy with my Cavani pickup again.
Re-pick up, yeah.
Re-pick up.
Re-pick up.
Perfect week for it. And his goal got ruled out because of that flick on Son as well. So
Which I
who
think
knows
is
how many he could have had.
bullshit.
Yeah, that was really
Bullshit.
brutal. But
To pull it back, come on.
yeah, when he did produce the goods though, that header was
Ooh.
stunning.
Stunning.
Absolute venom, eh?
Yeah.
I was impressed, and it was just classic Cavani, really. He just knows where to be. He doesn't have to be quick because he's already there.
Yep.
It was pretty nice. And then, so what else?
Standout player for me was Greenwood.
Greenwood. Oh,
What
yeah.
about his goal?
Yes. He got an assist in that game
Assist
too?
and a goal, yeah.
Assist and goal, yeah. That goal was really nice. He just smacked it.
Yeah.
Near post.
He loves that.
Pog-
He does
works
love
on-
that.
yeah.
And that's what he was doing so consistently in the last season, which
Yeah.
is why I drafted him. I was
And
like,
preseason,
he's-
that little
yeah.
preseason, he was banging them in for fun.
he's such a good striker of the ball. Like I
Mm.
think that's what he's known for. Left foot, right foot doesn't matter.
Oh, like
And
Dwighty Gale used
Just
to be.
doesn't get the consistency
Yeah, no, lately
to earn
no.
a spot.
No, and he's been better in the last couple of weeks, and we've been talking about him, and this just proves it.
Yeah.
He's a worthwhile asset, and I think he'll probably keep starting if with that kind of performance.
Yeah, I think he'd be on the top of the waiver list if someone hadn't pulled the trigger last week. This definitely confirms it.
Yeah, I think so too.
But yeah, who else are you guys liking from Man U?
Well, I got to mention Pogba.
Yeah.
He's been getting some minutes again lately, and with him on the team, I think that they're a better side.
Yeah, the work he did in the lead up to Greenwood's goal was nice.
Super good, so
Mm.
physical. Like he just like manhandles one of the Tottenham defenders. I can't remember who it was. He just pushes him out of
Yeah.
the way and just keeps going. I'm like, oh, jeez. That's
Yeah,
spicy.
definitely.
And one more thing to mention on United is I actually don't mind their fixtures for the rest of the season. They go Burnley, Leeds, Liverpool, and then Villa, Leicester, Fulham, Wolves. So they've only got two quite hard ones, and then obviously whatever Leeds turns up that day.
Are you counting Aston Villa in the hard one?
Not at the moment.
What? Sorry, Liverpool. Who was the other ones? You
Leicester.
Oh, Leicester. Sorry,
But-
I missed that.
Even Leicester, the way they played this week, I would back Man U against
For
today's
sure,
Leicester.
That's what I'm
So,
saying.
Yeah, that's even
Like
more
I
in their
think,
favour.
I think a Pogba and Greenwood, if they're free in your leagues, because I'm guessing everyone else like your Rashis and Fernandez and Cavani's,
Cavani might be one of those
Cavani
weird
might
ones
be,
that people
yeah.
just he kind of comes in and out of different teams, and
True.
at
Yeah.
the moment he might just not have been in one.
Could
So-
be available, but they're your three.
Yeah, I just
For
think
sure.
that they've got like 20 goals to score in the remaining 8 fixtures.
Can they keep any clean sheets?
I think they can. I really think they can. Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, obviously they're gone, but maybe a cheeky trade. You never know.
Also, Dean
Maybe a
Henderson's
cheeky
been
trade.
holding that keeper spot too.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
noticed that. Was De Gea injured?
I think he had one of. I think his second child was born,
The old second
so
child
he took
syndrome.
some weeks off, and then they've just carried on. And
Long holiday.
I picked up when I read that news, I picked up Henderson for that as my second keeper to hold for that time, and
How's that
I'm
going
just.
for you?
I haven't got too many points yet, but if he carries on and keeps the position,
Yeah.
I'm just going to ride it out and just see if it gives me an alternative for another keeper.
Okay. All right, let's move on to Burnley. It won't be long. I think really the main highlight was great first half. Nice space work by Wood to get that assist for the pass to Vidra.
That cutback, that
It
was
was beautiful. And Vidra, who is, I'd say, in form. I'd give him that
Yeah.
tag at the moment.
He's been building. He's been building really well.
But the momentum is with him, I'd say, and he's going to be one of those guys. They're close to that relegation battle. I think that they're going to be really working hard for it. And, you guys weren't impressed, and obviously Newcastle beat them this week. But I wouldn't rule him out for getting some points, and Wood. I think those two could be destined
Yeah,
for some
definitely
more
those
points by
two.
the end of the season. They're definitely on my radar.
Yeah.
For sure. And, just talking about Vidra is like, he's gone assist, goal in the last 3 games. You got to
Huge.
jump on that if he's free.
Huge.
And I think it was like, I don't know, it might have been a month and a bit ago. We talked about Vidra was looking good. And then the next game week, he didn't start. And we're like, oh, fuck, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
But he had a really good game. And I think someone in our league picked him up, dropped him straight away.
Yeah.
Then he came back and he's done what he's done in the last couple of weeks. So
The only worry is their fixtures. They've got...
What are the fixtures?
They've got, United, Wolves, West Ham, Fulham, Leeds, Liverpool, Sheffield. Not
Can you
terrible.
say Leibs?
Lieberthausen.
Liebenhausen. The Leibs.
So I feel like they've got 3 really hard ones, and then you never know what type of leads you're going to get, and kind of 3 easy-ish
I think
ones.
they're capable of snatching a goal. So it's not huge, but if it's your third striker,
Yeah, I'd be jumping on it.
I think Whitey, I think it's your prediction, mate.
I'm chewing cheese.
He's loving that fake cheese.
Talk to us. All right, he's saying 2-0
2-0.
2-0 to Burnley.
2-0 to Man U.
Okay,
Love it.
Sorry, I was chewing.
all good.
All right.
All good.
Leeds.
Yeah, 2-0. I'm not done, Heato.
Oh,
God,
come on, mate.
nice.
What else do you need to say about that?
Hey, what's your job here? I stay the fixtures. All
Mate,
right.
You're chewing, you're slipping. I don't know.
I'm slipping.
All right, Heato, what's
I
the
just-
next fixture?
Oh, God, pull down my headphone. It's getting hectic here, lads.
It's all falling
I
apart.
want to say your fucking rating is bullshit. You've had 6 empty packets over there.
I'm
and you
not
give me
saying that there aren't good
4.2 or whatever.
snacks in here, but you can't just come here and bring all the snacks and be like, rate it. Like, I can't go wrong here. Like, there are things there I don't like, so I rated it based on the average.
You're just playing the card.
Look, Myles, you can be a sourpuss all you like.
What's the next fixture?
Leeds versus Liverpool. Sorry, Heato, I took it in the end. Now, Leeds played City and won 2-1.
Snatched a win.
With a red card.
With a red card. Fuck, I love it. I feel like Guardiola, because he loves Bielsa so much, or Bielsa, he just goes, let the boys win this one. And he doesn't mind. He's just we lost.
We said this as well. Well, this is going to be cool to watch because we know what City are like against teams that will play.
Open, yeah.
Just like some of the big Liverpool fixtures against them. They've been so spicy.
Yeah.
And I think that got caught out on them today. Like they just got
Overwhelmed.
caught, with that high press and that work. And
It was good. And then they scored a goal. Well, Leeds scored a goal.
that was a good finish from
down a
Dallas,
man.
the first one. I think it hit just enough of the post to go back towards goal. Like it was a fat post hit. It wasn't just a nick.
It was huge.
I believe the term is thick.
Thick
Thick booty.
boy.
I just accidentally licked my microphone.
How did it
COVID
taste?
safe.
Delicious. Like Cheezels.
Luckily, it's your own mic, so we're all good.
Yeah, no, I was pretty impressed with Dallas's performance there. Such a solid player. He's kind of become the Lundstrom of last season. Hey, and late,
But
in
not the whole season, but like half a season worth of.
and exactly when I picked him up.
Lundy.
But also, what the fuck is he doing as the first forward man towards the end there? I guess they're just sitting back with the 10 men.
Yeah.
And then they just get that counter ball and that pass through from Alioski. Another defender splitting pass
It was sick.
to put him through on
Beautiful.
goal.
And actually, I don't know who he was up against, but I don't necessarily see him as quick, but he outpaced the guy. And
I think it was Laporte.
Laporte, yeah.
Yeah.
Laporte.
But yeah, boys, I've got to say for that last finish.
He's pulling it out.
Dude, I feel like you were just desperate to play the sound this week.
Mate, the context of 10 men down,
Yeah.
not 10 men down to 10 men.
It's just Dallas on the pitch. No
That's what it
keeper.
seemed like.
Mate, if you've got a team of Dallas, it's just sorted.
He was wearing the gloves.
But yeah, the fact that
He loved it?
The fact they were down a man against City, the league leaders running away with it. The
Mm.
ball was beautiful. The
Yeah.
fact that you've got a guy who was a defender playing midfield, running through on goal,
Yeah.
muscling off defenders to then slot against Edison. That's fucking class.
That's goal of the season.
It is.
I love that. Okay, fair enough. I'll back it. And we didn't really mention who got the red card, but it was Cooper for a pretty crazy challenge. I mean,
Look-
it probably looked worse in the replay than it would have been
It totally
in that
did.
moment. but you
was
still
kinda
can't do it.
It was like the Thiago red card from 2 weeks ago. And it wasn't like that he was tackling.
Exactly
it was
like
the
that.
follow through.
Yeah, because he got the ball, I think.
He got
Cooper.
it, you know,
But
and
he just, collected.
even the commentator said, "Oh, that was, you know, a good tackle." But then when they started analyzing
legs were
it,
fucking
he's
everywhere
just like,
and,
you know, they're going to give that because obviously
It was loose. It was loose.
Yeah.
I mean, we could keep talking about it, but you know, in my eyes, I think it's probably a right choice. If they're, you know, if it looks that bad, it probably is that bad.
Yeah. Well, they won, so I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm happy it
exactly.
didn't take away the chance to beat them.
100%. And Bielsa's interview was interesting. He's like, we probably shouldn't have won that, but we did. With his little translator guy.
Yeah.
I love that dude. He actually like this. I don't think I've ever seen this before, but they was doing his like post-match interview and he said something and the guy translated it and he said something else and kind of paused and it looked like he was thinking, but then he stopped and he's like gestures to his little guy and he's like, no, translate that bit.
Yeah.
And he translates this little bit of a sentence and he's like, I'll continue. And he's like laughing. And the rest of the interview, he finishes with his glasses like right down the end of his nose, completely on askew, like nothing's happening. Like it's like the weirdest thing. I'm like, dude, fix your glasses. Like he's just sitting there with like really wonky glasses. Like, man, I don't care. I got to win again.
He's so high on football that he just can't even picture what's going on. Doesn't know where he is. He's just like frothing.
It's totally what happened.
he's in the elite club now of managers that have won at Etihad. It's very few.
Huge. True. I hate that. Okay, Liverpool. Liverpool played Aston Villa 1-2-1.
We fucking won a game.
All right, tell me about it.
Finally. Oh, I felt good. We finally won at home. Feels like
It's a tough place to win.
it is, mate. It is, especially when there's not the best fans in the world cheering you on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're finally winning. We
That
looked
stupid
good.
song.
Oh.
Sorry, I came in late there, but I was chewing. I'm always chewing. Cheese
The hungry boy.
are a delicious snack, but very hard to talk with.
Yeah.
Talk us through the
Big
game.
boy. Yeah, well, I guess call out early before we dive into the goals. Early on, Salah had a fantastic chance to bury a goal.
Oh, yeah.
Probably should have rounded the keeper. Decided to have a quick flick at it and sent it about 2 ball widths wide. But yeah, early chances. But yeah, then we went a goal down. Pretty poor defending, which, you know, probably bad save from Ali, I reckon.
Yeah.
From my point of view, but
I'd say so too, yeah.
yeah, and then Bobby was denied an offside goal for like fucking that arm hair of Jota from
Bullshit.
Yeah.
There's about 3 goals this week, I think, of people who are just a centimeter
I have to
offside.
say, I think Liverpool have copped the brunt of VAR decisions this year.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up, Myles.
love that.
What
They
have you done? What have you
No,
done?
they totally have.
do not
Myles.
justify all his bullshit.
It could be that I was in a fucking golf cart with a Liverpool fan on the weekend and I just didn't hit
Nah,
it.
no excuses. No
But-
excuses. Talk to your heart.
Oh, no,
It's true to your heart.
on watching this one, and there's
It's
been
beautiful.
a few other ones.
I wish you'd shut the fuck up. Right
There
now.
is a lot. I
Just
feel
shut
like
the fuck
most,
up. Just don't talk anymore.
I feel like most
Eat
games
my
this
chips.
season we have said something about VAR with Liverpool, but
I've seen some given, but I've seen plenty given.
true.
Miles, how good's that? So we're just all sitting here. Miles's dad just sends. Did you get it as well?
Yeah.
We all get a text from Miles's dad, Gerd, and it just says "Watford forever" in caps. Miles has just told us that Gerd has pneumonia. He's home sick. I don't know if he's delusional right
Probably
now.
delirious.
But does anyone know this?
It's not a
What's going on?
championship pod. It's a Premier League pod.
Yeah. He's frothing to get back to the Premier League.
Does he listen to our pod?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does he know
listens
we're
to it.
recording? Is that why he sent
Yeah,
it?
because I just left him an hour or two ago, and I was like, I'm going to pod with the boys. He's like, oh, yeah, have fun. Tell them about Watford, how they're crushing in the championship.
Are they actually?
They're going well, man. They've got
Oh, really?
the best, kind of form at the moment.
Mhm. Okay.
So they're coming second.
Oh, they're coming
And-
second. So we could see it again.
Yeah.
Gerd could be a happy man again.
Yeah.
Well, Gerd, if you decide to listen this week, thanks for the text. Shout out. Good timing.
Get better
Love
soon,
you,
Jim,
Gerd.
man.
Get better soon. Yeah. You've got the time now. Relax. Listen to some podcasts. We've got nearly 30 episodes now. So that's nearly, I'd say it's at least 30 hours. So that's good. Rest up. Okay. Back to the good stuff. I mean, the bad stuff. Liverpool.
Do you guys want to talk through the goals?
Well, yeah,
I've had my Liverpool.
Yeah. It was a nice build up for that Salah goal. Robbo's shot was deflected. Salah finished well. That just comes from, taking those shots and
Nice build
creating
up though.
chances.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like that, it doesn't happen. Those little tap-ins don't happen if the rest of the team's not
Well,
playing
it just
well
kind
and
of
attacking
saved
well.
out to his head and he just was there.
It was nice.
It was nice.
And then Trent, look, he's
Trent.
looking good. Okay, just pipe down, buddy.
Fucking love Trent. What a trade. What a player.
Okay, just pipe down. Man.
What a stud.
Can I just say,
What's going off
the
here?
fucking Mercury ciders have hit. It was like really chill, and then all of a sudden we're all just like,
I'm really warm. I just took off my hoodie. Like I'm fucking burning
Fresh
up in
shirt,
here.
bro. I like
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.
Shout out,
nice.
8.2% alcohol.
It's my Brooklyn Yacht Weekender shirt.
I was gonna ask what that stood for.
And the motto was staying positive, testing negative.
I like that.
Written on the side of the shirt for all you boys out there.
Okay, there's too many segues here. We'll finish up. Trent with curled in a nice, beautiful finish on his right foot. It was good. It came out to him, and he knew what to do with
How
it.
did that get through though?
Oh,
You
okay.
look at that.
It was
Did you see
just
the
a nice
angle
finish.
from behind the ball.
Yeah.
There's no space. It was amazing.
Well, clearly there was space.
Well, he
Clearly,
found it.
he's in my team.
Just
found
predict,
it.
mate. Just predict.
Oh. Well, we know what happened last time these two played. First opening game of the season, we won 4-3.
4-3, yeah. What a crack.
I don't know if we can score 4 goals at the moment, but it might be spicy. I think it'll be 2-2.
Lead's good.
I think it'll be 2-2.
2-2.
2-2.
The old
Yeah.
2-2. Okay.
I think we're too open to deal with Leeds.
Yeah. It could happen.
Who's getting these goals?
Paddy B, I feel like he's due one.
Do a double?
Dallas. Double.
And yeah, I think Dallas could potentially, the way he played last game, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if he was involved again. But
Harrison
I know.
back this week.
that's true. Harrison, he was really good against us. So I'm looking at, I've been looking at him and then also
Rafina.
Phillips, I think, as well.
Oh,
Was it Phillips?
No, he was
Who am I
in
thinking
the
of?
West
No,
Brom game.
that's-
What's
No,
the other
yeah,
guy we've
yeah.
been calling out from Leeds the last couple of times?
Roberts?
Maybe
Tyler Roberts?
That's it. Yeah.
Tyler, big
But-
tie.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when Harrison's
He might
back
be
in the
involved.
squad.
He might be involved, but I don't know.
Okay,
we'll see.
come on, we're done with Liverpool. Let's get into the good stuff. Chelsea versus Brighton.
Ooh.
Man, Palace.
It was just a
Bobs.
blip, that 5-2.
We should have called up Bobby this week.
We should have.
Fuck, this would have been a great week.
He's
Aaron.
actually a bit under the weather as well, so
Oh.
he wouldn't have come.
Well, he's got time to listen as well. Bobby, listen to every second of this. Wow, Chelsea performance.
Early start.
It's like, it's one of those things that, like, since old mate's taken over, we've been very defensively sound, but we've never really, like, hit the gas pedal on the attack.
Yeah.
Fuck me. In that first, like, 25 minutes, it was insane.
Yeah.
All we did was have the ball and attack. Like, I reckon the first 25 minutes, it was 80% possession to Chelsea. It went down slightly. I remember seeing a stat, like, maybe 5 or 10 minutes later, it was 77%. But it was fucked. It was. It was fucked. And
So good.
and it,
Ridiculous, man.
what? I'm coming up with great stats.
5 minutes later, it was down to 77, like 3%.
But it felt like it was more. Dude, I feel like that number, the number carries more weight. 80 carries weight. 77, you're like, oh, yeah, it's nothing crazy.
it's because the game's gone longer, so that
Yeah, I
the
understand.
percentage.
I
isn't
get
as
it,
big.
man. I get it.
All right,
But, okay, let me keep talking.
do it.
So, Pulisic, great game. Great game from Puli.
Oh, yeah.
This is what we wanted.
Dude, that first goal?
Yeah, so nice. Wait, no, that wasn't Pulisic.
No, his first goal, I meant.
Oh, his first goal. Don't
Yeah.
skip ahead. We'll start with Javi. He scored the first.
Well, we're gonna
Here we
go
go.
Havertz, finally a decent finish from the man. We've
Yeah.
been waiting for this. We'd seen it in all the highlight reels. We knew he was capable of it. Here it is. I'd say now is the moment to have him.
For sure. It's been at the moment for the last, 3 weeks? Month? When he first came out?
really? I don't know. He was like starting in the front line, and then it was like, I
I'd
don't know.
only be worried about the people that held him, who picked him up that last time, have just held him since.
Yeah, more than
That's what I'd
likely.
be worried about.
But it was a nice finish from him. It kind of deflected back out off that Pulisic shot. And then, he slotted it bottom corner nicely. Then followed up with what Myles was talking about, that Pulisic finish. Basically
arrives.
took that touch, which some people call it heavy, some people call it perfect.
Mhm.
And then he smacked it home near post. Those kinds that you just so close to the goal, you just smack it.
Both goals were like that for him. You heard the base of the net lift off the ground and smack into the ground.
God.
Hit it hard both times.
Top bins.
Oh, baby. Anyway, so that was very nice. And then Havertz, shout out for that fucking touch, man.
When he flicked it, I thought he'd done it. It was too high. I was like, oh, he's fucked it. He's been trying it. And then just came back to him still.
If he scored that goal of the season.
100%.
Mate, I'd play it back to back 3 times.
It gives me tingles just picturing if that went in.
It was Suarez-esque. Remember that Suarez goal that flicked over like the Norwich defender, then fucking bangs it in?
But just as a Chelsea fan, knowing he's capable,
I would have preferred if he was a little bit more determined with the strike.
Yeah, the
It was
strike
like he was
a bit
trying to
weak.
place it because he was like, oh shit, this could be goal of the season on FPL Draft Boyz if I just nail this.
The pressure.
He clearly listens.
He doesn't
listens to our German.
He doesn't
translation.
realize how often I play that song. He must have thought it was a rare thing, but mate, you would have got on. So
Anyway,
don't
well,
worry.
he didn't get a goal there, so we should move on. Zoom.
Did you keep him, Heato?
Nope.
You.
Do you know what?
Talk us through it, mate.
I didn't have it planned to transfer him
Mm.
because I spoke last week about holding him. I knew it was a blip result.
Yeah.
And then I think I was prepared for the waiver wire, but then it went in earlier than I thought it would. And I panicked thinking, fuck, I need to make a few more changes. And I was just like late at night.
Oh,
And I got in this mood. I was like, I need to make some more changes. I need to
got
mix up
in
my
this
team.
mood. I just want to see you in that mood. Is it like one lamp on in the room, his laptop, like half of his face in shadow, just like, I need to make some changes, man.
Staring at out the window.
I know that.
At the
mood.
moon, at a full moon, like howling.
I don't know what happened, man. I don't know.
Who'd you pick up?
I'm losing my mind.
Who'd you pick up for him?
I think I picked up Laporte.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
come on.
I was trying to load
too
heavy. I was trying to load heavy with City defenders because I thought they're just going to run away with it. So I just want.
You got
Them
that
in my
wrong, didn't you?
teams.
Zoom.
Mm.
Whew, yeah, that came back to bite me. So
So yeah, Zuma with the 4th goal. Unfortunately, we let in a goal. You got to give him credit, and it happens in
It was
these
a good
games.
header.
Techers.
It happens in these games.
you can't be that intense for 90
And we're not
minutes.
actually really talking about Palace this week, so I'll quickly give Tech as a shout out.
Sure.
Nice header. But for the most part of the game, you didn't see any of their attacking players. I mean, Zaha was a ghost
Yeah.
and so frustrated. And I don't think I've ever noticed how much his eyes are freaky as fuck.
Oh, they're wide.
They're like snake eyes or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it looks like a snake.
Got them wide open.
It's all that South London white stuff.
I don't know what that means, but oh yeah, now I'm with you. But it sounded like something else. Okay, we'll move on. Anyway, finally, Pulisic, I think, scored that final goal.
Arriving late.
Back
The back post.
Yeah. Just a really complete performance, and for me, since he's taken over, the first time we've looked fluid attacking. We've looked solid defensive in all our games, and we won a lot of games. But it's the first time our attack has just been like energized and like, wow.
What a team to do it against, though.
Yeah.
Palace aren't going to threaten you too much. Let them off the leash.
Yeah, and it was great.
So I know you've spoken about, all of the goals and stuff, but what are you doing with Chelsea assets at the moment? Are you going to be trying to trade for them? Like, are you going to go hard for them?
I wouldn't go crazy hard because in the back of my mind is he's clearly a defensive kind of coach.
Mm.
He focuses a lot on clean sheets. So this is not going to be every week.
Yeah.
But there are some players that really, shining out to me. I think Thiago will be back next week.
Mm.
I just don't think he can keep him out of the squad.
Will Zooms be dropped? Or
I
do you think
think-
after that performance he's holding his spot?
I think
Well,
Christensen.
Zuma
drops.
came in for so I think because who was injured? Who else was injured this week? Did Rudiger play?
He did.
He
yeah.
did. It was
So
Azpilicueta, Zuma,
yeah.
and Rudiger.
Yeah.
And I think ideally it's it will be Zuma. It'll be dropped.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
I'd
James
say-
played as well.
Yeah, but they're wing backs. So.
Oh no, James only played 14 minutes. Sorry.
Yeah. It was
Campbell.
Hudson-Odoi started. Another player that he played really well in this game. He's got an assist there. I'd say this is these are my players that are going to get some points or they're going to be starting consistently for the rest of the season. Mount was awesome in this game. Havertz, I think he really wants to give him a crack.
Yeah.
I don't know how many more starts Vernon will get. So, and after that game, I would back Havertz too.
It's time
but
to trade
slightly
Vernon.
more of a risk with Havertz because he's playing as a false nine and there's a lot of strikers at Chelsea too. Pulisic is a big one. He's in form, 2 goals. You can't ignore that. And then defensively wise, I think any Chelsea defender, other than maybe James, and just because it's hard to pick at the moment whether he's going to go with Hudson-Odoi or James.
Yeah, that's true. And also that Chilwell and Alonso debate that's, obviously got Thomas a bit confused.
You guys have an interesting run in too.
Yeah, I've been looking at the fixtures.
Yeah.
It's a little bit tricky, but still things that we can probably get something
West
from.
Ham against West Ham next week is going to be huge.
I reckon we're just so solid.
We're
We're a super solid team. We've played like big teams lately, like even Porto.
We did. We played West Bromwich Albion. They were a massive team.
I remember that.
What was
And
that score?
that was after the international
5-2.
break. Yes, after the international break.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that the consistency will take hold. The style of play right now is working for us. We're dominating in big games and small games.
Yep.
Not last game though.
Yeah, okay. We won 4-1.
Just got to bring him back down, you know. He's riding high.
Let's move on because this pod could go forever.
Yep.
Brighton, look, I think the only thing that shone out for me, other than a lot of missed attempts, was that bicycle attempt.
I wish that went in.
Me too.
I
Oh my
really
God.
wish that went in.
I mean, Heato would have definitely been playing a certain thing.
Oh, mate, it would have been playing all day long. Yeah, that was... But the way he flicked that up too, that was...
Very, very
quite
creative,
nice.
wasn't
Quite
it?
nice.
Besides from that, I think that we can probably just go to a prediction for this one.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's you, Myles.
It is, yeah. I'm going to think that, say, Chelsea just carries on with a 3-0 victory over Brighton.
I agree. I don't think Brighton's finishing is going to be good enough. They might give us some trouble, but
Yeah,
I think we're just too
Morpay
solid.
didn't look too good. Missed a couple of chances, but also just quickly, Moda hasn't played much for Brighton this season, but he looked quite lively.
Moda, talk to me about
He
Moda.
had a couple of chances
Oh,
throughout the game. So yeah, just one to watch maybe to see if that
I
carries
will
through.
be
but
watching.
Yeah,
Speaking of ones not to watch, Southampton versus Tottenham. We're going to talk about the Southampton side of this. They played West Brom and got spanked 3-0. You know, just...
they did not look very good.
No,
Yeah.
I just don't think there was anything worth highlighting other than JWP's penalty was saved, and I think we can move on. I don't think that Southampton...
No, it's
looking very good.
same assets. Like they had some goals last week.
Yeah.
Come in. We saw some spicy goals with Ingsy and Redmond. That's just them though. They go 1 week to bad, you know. So I wouldn't be panicking if I had assets because they just do that. They have ups and downs. Southampton. So
The only thing I'll say is Walcott's just started playing again. I think it's his second week back. He got the assist last week, and he could be what they need just to get a little bit of creativity, a bit more like width and stuff. That's the only thing.
an
I'll say
option
on
to
them.
watch if
And
he plays and does something.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
They need a lot more of the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get a prediction for this. I don't want to spend too long on Southampton.
Yeah. What's your prediction, mate? So give it. Actually, no. You've already predicted.
I've already
it.
predicted this.
Yeah.
So let's move
just
on.
move it.
Okay, next game. Aston Villa versus City.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Well, was it a blip? We'll find out this weekend from City. But I think Villa could possibly get something.
I think we keep saying it. No Jack, no win.
Yeah, it's true. But
And
they're
he's,
due.
and he's had a...
They're due.
No, they're not due. I think it's... They don't have Jack. They can't do it.
No.
When's he back? We say this every week, but what's happening?
He had a setback in training this week.
It's now been pushed to 2 games time.
Oh.
And I want to ask you boys about that because I'm holding him. I've been holding him for a long time.
You've held a lot of people this season.
You're the real holder.
Mate, I have.
The only thing you won't be holding is the trophy.
It's
at
literally
the end of this season.
No. Neither were you, mate.
Oh,
Wow.
at least I'm in it, mate.
Mate, it's first or nothing. So What's Ricky Bobby's dad's quote? First or last.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I've held Maddison and Grealish. We can talk about Maddison when we get to Leicester.
And Aguero.
Yeah, and
held
Aguero.
him.
But yeah, there's no one else to pick up anyway. But Grealish and Maddison have really burnt me
Any
holding
Archer?
for the last 8 games or whatever they haven't played. What
I
would you
agree.
do if you were me and you had Grealish right now?
I feel like I am you because I have a lot of Aston Villa players and they've all been shit since he's been injured.
Yeah.
So, you've had the one player out. I've had 3 out.
Mate, they can still keep clean sheets.
Well, no, they can't. Not on if Grealish isn't playing.
But what would you guys be doing for a Grealish owner?
With
Like,
2 more
would you-
games, you got to hold it.
He's going to be back potentially against West Brom, I think it is.
I'd hold on to him here.
Yeah, I think
It's
unfortunately
too-
you've held him for too long now.
Actually,
already.
my new advice is drop him because I'm going to pick him.
You could drop him. I mean, I'd actually maybe even approach someone.
Yeah, for a trade.
Maybe.
My only worry is that if I drop, because I'm second last, someone will
Grab
beat me
him.
to it. If Tim jumps in,
Yeah.
as the
I don't think-
Someone.
I don't think you can drop someone like Madison
Yeah.
or Grealish, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And look,
Well, Madison's not.
if you were in a different part of the table, you could maybe consider it. But actually, no, you are. Oh, he's that far behind you.
But
don't
I also
worry.
can't risk not having him if he comes back in 2 games' time and then gives me 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it's got to be, okay, what's available? Like, who are you dropping him for? Because it's a pretty tight choice at this point. Like, if there was someone on the bench that's like, okay, like, I'm really suffering for holding on to Grealish. Yes, that player's in form. Boom, I'll pick him up.
That's a hard thing, though. That yes, there's form, and you can do it when you've got another player that's not doing great. But if you're dropping a massive asset for someone who's just got a bit of form, you
At
don't
this
even
point in
know.
the season, you got to cut your losses. If you think it's 2 weeks, how many games are left?
8, 7.
7. It's big.
So
8 or
back,
7.
if he's back for West Brom like he should be, he'll be there for 6 games.
But then he's still got to get form and stuff like that. And you never know. You could just pick him up for like Lucas Moura, and then you could maybe even pick him up in a game,
Yeah.
for the double game week. Pick up Lucas Moura, hope that old mate's not paying attention, and then just re-pick him up.
That's the risk.
Old mate listens to the pod, unfortunately, so
Sometimes.
don't drop him, basically. Okay, let's talk about City. We didn't talk about who got the goal. Trezeguet somehow off the inside of the post. He got goals last week.
Oh, no. That was a chance for him, the Trezeguet.
Oh, who actually scored the goal?
It was
sorry?
Watkins. It's your boy. I'm surprised.
Oh, my
you didn't-
boy.
surprised you didn't rub it in our fucking face.
Sorry, I misread this spreadsheet. I actually saw this game.
Nah, Watkins had a ball past it from Trezeguet, though, I think it was.
It was a nice finish. It was, it was straight to the keeper. Allison probably should have done better, but and another great save from Martinez off that Shaqiri shot.
Yes.
You must have appreciated that. I was like, oh my boy, he got me 4 points this week. No clean sheet, 4 points. You got to be stoked on that.
Yeah, it was McGinn that got the assist. I'm pretty sure.
McGinn,
Yeah.
sorry.
McGinn.
Yeah.
Okay, so City lost to Leeds 2-1. Thoughts?
Sterling looked trash.
Fuck you.
Yeah, they
Did
were
you see
really
that run
flat.
from Fernandinho?
Yeah.
Fucking silky as
I know.
35-year-old boy running through and then passed back to Sterling with a clean chance and fucked it. So he's had a
not
shocker
great.
too. He's had like a Mane season, hasn't he?
Yeah, really
Yeah.
flat. And Mahrez and De Bruyne didn't play.
No, and it's a big rotation at City
Champions
at the
League
moment.
week.
Yeah.
That's what's
Well,
coming up.
They're so far ahead.
Why
In
bother?
my opinion, it's
Why
wrapped up.
wouldn't
He knows it's wrapped up.
Mm.
He's thinking about Champions League. Yeah, I think Man City owners are going to have to be aware that the Premier League is not the priority right now because
Yeah.
they're so far ahead. And maybe it will be a little bit more because they lost a game, but I don't think so. They're very far ahead.
I actually kind of thought like once it was like mathematically done, I was just going to try and trade De Bruyne for that exact reason.
Yeah, I know. I felt the same about Sterling.
Yeah.
And Sterling's not been great, but I could still get something for him.
Yeah.
From name, and he's not
Just something. Yeah.
he's not terrible, but he's not good
Yeah.
for his standards.
I'll do a straight swap for you if you want. De Bruyne, Sterling in 2 weeks' time.
In 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Why 2 weeks' time?
Because then I'll be done.
Do it now.
And I prefer Sterling. De Bruyne.
You prefer Sterling?
Well, at that point, because I think Sterling will play. I don't think
okay.
De Bruyne will.
All right. We could talk about this all day. So, yeah, City.
Giving your strategy away.
Yeah. And it was Bilva who assisted Torres, and that was a pretty nice goal.
Yeah, it was a nice goal. They just
little-
weren't great elsewhere, to be honest, unfortunately.
It just wasn't the best game. Okay, let's go to our last game for the week.
Let's get a prediction.
Oh, shit.
I think it's me, is it?
It's you.
It is
Yeah.
you.
I think City will win 3-0.
Yeah?
Yep.
They could. They probably will.
I reckon they will.
They could and will. I don't think Villa's got it in them. No
Me neither.
Grealish, no result. Leicester versus West Brom. Leicester played West Ham and lost 3-2. West Brom played Southampton and won 3-0.
What the fuck?
They've scored 8 goals in the last
Yeah.
2 fixtures. What the fuck? We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
But, okay, back to Leicester.
They were trash for most of that game.
Pretty rubbish, man. And, you know, they kind of gutted their team with that whole Madison, Chowdhury, and Perez, breaking COVID protocols.
Yeah, I saw something, but I didn't read too deep into it.
I didn't
Yeah.
either, but I think it was
Fucking
some sort
stitching
of,
me up.
I think it might have been a party or something, but anyway,
Not surprised.
that's a lot of players.
Mm.
Madison's really one
Mostly
of those big
Maddison.
names there. Yeah, seriously. It affected them. You can tell. You know, they've just lost 3-2.
Mm.
They've been struggling ever since he got injured. He scored 2 goals, got injured, hasn't played since, and they've been battling.
Yeah.
They
Totally.
haven't looked good, but
Vardy's been like AWOL.
yeah. But the only man is your boy,
I'll take it.
Kelechi.
Yeah.
Mate,
Tell us.
I don't know how he fucking scored that goal.
He's just a poacher, isn't he?
Yeah, poacher or fucking long range demon.
A bit of both. But he's
yeah.
the man in form, really.
He was having a few shots early from that range, and yeah, he just managed to slot one in. And
Yeah.
the second one, I got no idea.
Yeah, I thought the keeper, Fabianski, could have done better on the first one. I think he was just caught off guard by the shot because it wasn't top bins or anything.
Mm.
But that just shows you the power of winning that ball back in that dangerous last third.
Mm.
Before you know it, man touches, turns, shoots, scores.
That's it.
Huge. Another man in form like Jay Lings, just anything he hits.
Yeah, it
Turns
does
to goal.
feel that way. And they could have won it in the death with Fofana, that free header.
Oh, he
Yeah, they could have drew it up.
I mean, he was free. It was still a way out. He didn't seem to get a lot on it, but
But he was free that like he was unmarked,
Yeah,
which is
agreed.
huge in 90 min or whatever it was.
yeah. Okay, West Brom. Oh my goodness.
Dude.
What's going on at West Brom?
West Barcelona Albion, mate.
It went
I've
from
got no
being a
idea.
guaranteed clean sheet, basically, you'd load up on players to verse them, and now it's like, okay, what does that mean now for my teams that are all the fixtures I was planning out to verse and have players for against West Brom?
Mm.
I don't know what to think now.
I'd say they're all going to be confident with that many goals scored over the last 2 games. That confidence that we're always talking about, they're going to carry it into Southampton, and Southampton are they're a wounded beast.
Well, Leicester. They're playing Leicester. That's who they played, yeah?
That's fair.
Yeah.
They
No,
played
don't worry.
Southampton.
Our spreadsheet's a bit fucked up here.
Yeah, my
but,
bad.
I'll cut in and I'll just
Plus,
say...
I'm a bit fucked up. 'cause
Yeah.
this side is
Yeah,
so
you're
strong.
flying. I will say Matty Phillips, I thought, had a cracking
He
game.
did.
Really good.
did.
He had a couple of early chances and then buried that one.
Yeah,
Far-
that
far
finish at the
post.
back post was nice.
Yeah,
And it's such a pearler of a pass for that assist.
it was.
Oh, I don't know. That was so nice. It was the perfect pass. It was so good.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then obviously we got Pereira. He's been in, really good form. But I'll say Callum Robinson, I think, is just such a pickup if he's free in your leagues.
I know. Like, yeah,
Who would've
I
thought?
completely agree. And I wouldn't have said that before, but that there was that volley against Chelsea, which was just fucking gold.
Yeah.
And he's
And
had
a half.
flashes throughout the season, but just never consistent.
Mm.
2 goals last week. Another goal this week was really well taken.
He could
Yeah, he
really
was-
finish strong here.
I think he could too. And they're they've got something to play for, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, and that's what happens at the end of the season. You've got to find those teams that still have something to play for, whether it's top 4 or relegation zone. But there are going to be those tables in the middle. There's going to be those teams in the middle of the table that just start to lack.
Yeah.
They
It's-
just
I know
know
it
that
might
there's
be
not much else in them,
It
but
might
they
be
get
too late
complacent.
to get rid of those players, but you're seeing that like with Everton.
but just
in the middle there, for example.
yeah, for sure. I feel like maybe a couple of weeks ago you could have taken some chances and gone, look where they are in the table. There's not going to be much left there. A good strategy might be
It's a
pick
good
up some
strat,
players from, teams that have something to win or, something to go for.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Matt Phillips, Pereira, Cal Rob, all in the points there. Yeah. And Johnston saving the pen.
John Stone.
Shout out.
He had a huge point. It wasn't the best pen, but he went the right
pen
way.
saved. I'm pretty sure at 15 points this week.
Huge point
Fucking
haul.
huge. So yeah, anyone who owns him would be stoked. And that wraps us up for the week.
For sure. I'll just give a quick prediction for this one.
I keep skipping predictions.
No, it's all right. I've got it already. 3-3. I reckon there's goals.
Wow. Spice.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
No,
I hope my boy Matters is back in there.
Yeah, I
need
feel
it.
like all those players that weren't in this week are going to be back in. I feel like it's going to swing Leicester's way, but I've been wrong before.
Yeah, I was thinking 3-2, but then I was thinking, you know what? I think there's got juicy goals here.
Mate, if it's 3-3, I'll be cheering.
Yeah, me too.
What do you guys predict the West Ham result for?
No idea.
4-1.
Yeah, I
Mate,
predicted
you didn't
4-1.
even go with the 3-2.
Yeah, I know.
Idiot. You went against it. I only just realized you fucked that up.
I just couldn't see
If it's
Newcastle
3-2
scoring
again,
2
I'm
goals.
done. I'm out. I'm done.
Pod over. Pod
Okay.
deleted.
Well, that's probably wrapping us up as well.
Yeah, well, feel free to hit us up on socials, FPL Draft Boyz with a Z.
Z.
Boys, if you're just saying it to your mates.